Welcome to my channel. This is part one in my only series that this channel is going to have, which will be following the build and renovation process of this house. In this video, I'm just going to be showing all the problems that need to be fixed and everything that I've done so far. It is March of 2024. I probably started working on this house March of 2023, and I spent months just kind of gutting it. It was full of shit at the time, so it just took a long time to throw everything away that was in the house. I didn't rent a trailer. I just took loads and loads in my truck to the transfer station. And I didn't get serious about the renovation process till maybe November, December. And ever since then, I've been, making little progress on it. The house is built in, I think, 1964. My grandfather built it when he moved here, and it was for the farm hands. So his farm hands lived in this house. The farm was down in there, and that's where my grandfather lived. So yeah, the goal is to fix this up how I like it and live here, because rent prices and home prices are pretty fucking crazy. So this seems like the best option for me at the moment. So yeah, it's an older house built in the early 60s. I think it's a little under 900 square feet. There's a little shed back there too. It's a work in progress. I'll show that at the end. But this is the main goal. Yeah, the house was a lot worse. You can still see it's leaning pretty bad right here. We have jacks in there right now, but it needs to come up a few more inches, and we're putting all new runners across the side and the front that kind of hold the floor joist up and that sit on the blocks. But I mean, everything's gonna be redone in this house. New roof, new gutters. I'm ripping off that aluminum siding. New windows. The goal is to make it look like a new house when we're done with it. Yeah, you can see the first big issue is the grading. Like right there at the corner, you can kind of see the foundation blocks a little bit. But over here, you can see, I mean, it's bad. It's eroded pretty bad, so we're gonna have to trench this out, get new grading done. It's gonna be a process, and we unearthed this. Didn't know this block was here. It's a pretty cool little step, but yeah, we're just trying to dig out the yard a little bit on the house. There's some termite damage. That's why we're replacing all the wood. I'll show when we go inside. Yeah, just not good. It's gonna need a lot of work. Yeah, you can see that's where the power was. A few years ago, someone hit that power pole, caused it to yank on the house, and there was a hole in the roof for years, and just a ton of damage inside the house too. And like I said, the front house is in pretty rough shape, but if you cut the house in half, the back half is fine from what we've seen so far. So well, structurally. So once we get this replaced, it'll start moving quicker. Yeah, all these windows are broken, so I kind of just put tarps over them to stop the bleeding. But yeah, there's a better look at it. I mean, that's what the foundation, it sits on those blocks, and you can't even see that, in the front of the house and on the side. But Right now, we're having water issues under the house because, like I said, all the water comes down from the yard, wraps around the house, and goes under the house. So we're kind of digging out a trench. And there's some old field lines right there you can see. But back there's like a natural pond that collects all the water property. So this is just temporary, but we're gonna, gotta do some temporary fixing. But I gotta dig that out some more, and some gutters, gotta put those old gutters back up. There's just a ton of projects we gotta get done. There's so many things to do. Yeah, there used to be an old porch here. I ripped it all off. It was like a forest. Like, you couldn't even enter the back door. I dug up like those sweet gums trees. There's probably like 15, 20 of them growing right in here. And I'm gonna try to add pictures, like before pictures from over the past year, all the work I've done. I wish I would have started documenting this earlier, so there might be random pictures throughout this video, so I hope so, just to show what I've done so far. Filling up this truck right now, just mainly of old insulation. It costs about $5 to throw away a truck's load of the transfer station, and it's just cheaper to do that than rent a dumpster. I know renting a dumpster would just be more effective and get it all thrown away at once, but my goal is to do this build, on a budget, not take out any loans. So it's just the best option right now. No, there you can see there's part of the old porch right there. Yeah, I mean, it's ugly. It's gonna need some work, but the back half is fine. I'm going on in the house here. Oh. Yeah, you can see it's in there's a lot of work. So this was the wall with the most damage. You can see it's on jacks right now. I'm gonna have to jack it back up. Just termite damage. And all these boards that were in the house, that was built in the 60s, like, they weren't pressure treated wood, so the termites got in there. It was on the ground. But so I got these new boards. Gonna nail 3 of them together, set it down right here. I think it needs to go up about 5 more inches, and yeah, we'll set those on there. It'll be good to go. Got the big jack right there. We're gonna put another jack right here and start jacking. Then that one too. We're gonna mount a board to the roof and then just kind of lift them all together. My uncle was saying that's gonna pull this wall back on. I'm thankful he's here helping me. He had a business, doing this exact thing, but on chicken houses. He'd straighten them out with these jacks. So, and here's what we've done this too. We had to replace that. That board just wasn't even there. Termites got it. So we replaced this one. Like that main beam that runs across the middle of the house. Probably gonna replace the middle one too. But the one down there, fine. But I'll show that in a bit. Yeah, most of the issues we're working on right now. So if you go straight down this wall, everything on this side of the house has issues. Everything over there is perfectly okay. So gotta finish putting some studs up here and here. This cross one here. And yeah, put a 2x8 across there for the house to sit on. You can see how low it is, like the door. That's the door jamb just leaning down. So I don't know how this house stayed up. I mean, there was nothing holding it up. It was just on that corner. And we replaced everything here. All these, there's nothing here. I think I have some good pictures of those, and I'll add them in. But we rebuilt the window jamb and the door jamb. Yeah. So next we're gonna get after we put these, you know, up and this is situated, we're gonna get some new floor joist, add them onto here, and then we're gonna replace these and just move our way down because I think they all need to be replaced. Yeah, so this is the living room, the empty area. It's gonna be the living room. Definitely the biggest part of the house. Yeah. Right here is the bathroom, and has a ton of issues too on this wall. So as you can see, it's just rot. There's nothing even holding this wall up. Same with this floor, it's just rotten. Gotta get this tub out of here. It's an old cast iron tub. Yeah, the bathroom is really small, but we're gonna do some reframing. I'm gonna put in one of those standing showers just to create room. But we'll move on here. This is the master bedroom. So in that corner, that's where I showed earlier, where the pole got hit and ripped out hole in the ceiling. All that water damage for years and years came in through here. So this corner is basically going to get that treatment. But we're going to work our way down from here, go across the front, fix all this, and then we'll get to here. But you can see right there, I mean, it's fine. But we're going to check. I'm going to rip up all these floors too and replace them. They used to smoke like crazy in here. And it's the only way to get rid of smoke is just to get everything out of here, which I did. It doesn't smell like smoke anymore. Here's the second bedroom. You can see it's kind of weird like this. There was a closet, like a makeshift closet from that wall to right here. It was the weirdest little room. Hope I have some pictures of that. But I have some ideas for this area. Don't really know yet. We're gonna have to get to that later. All this spray-in insulation. I tried to knock it down. I was gonna bag it up and get rid of it, but I looked through the cover up there, and there's so much of this shit that I think I just need to rent like one of those vacuums and suck it all out of there, because it's a pain to get this shit down, and I'm kind of done with it. So but yeah, gotta rip out all the rest of this insulation. Everything else looks pretty good. I don't see any damage. But we'll see. I'm gonna rip up all these floors too. Here's the other bedroom. It's pretty small too. This whole place, like I said, is small. It's under 900 square feet, which is fine for me. You know, for one person, it's plenty. It's supposed to be a stud there for a wall, but it's rotted right here too, so I gotta replace this wall. It's a good pathway right now. And then here's the kitchen. Kitchen's gonna need some work too. For the most part, it's good. Need all new windows and doors, and Gotta take that paneling out, but yeah, just trying to gut it down completely at the moment. That is the main goal right now. And whenever my dad and uncle have free time, we come down here and work on this. But whenever I have free time, I'm just loading up the truck and taking these to the transfer station, just trying to get as empty as possible, as clean as possible, and just ready for more work. I have to do all new electrical in here, which it's really not that bad. It's a small house and there's not much, but I mean, it's old. If you look at all the stuff in here, it's old. But I mean, the wood looks good for however how old it is. A lot of work to be done. I'm going to show you the shed before I end this video. That's the other little project I'm working on. So this was built by my uncle who lived here in, I think, the early to mid 90s. He is a carpenter, and he pretty much built this shed by himself. And yeah, I think it's 20 feet long, 12 feet wide, 3 windows, front door, then like a big back access door. So this will also be like a secondary project. It's a lot smaller, and the electrical's already ran in there. I mean, the house has no power, but I'll show you. All the outlets are already done. It just needs a new floor. I'm gonna paint, but I'm gonna use it as storage for stuff, in this house. If I get furniture early on a good deal or something, or high building materials, I can just store it in there. But I do like to do woodworking too, so the goal is to have it become a woodworking shop, and eventually I kind of want to build a like a carport on the front so I can park my car under it. Oh, also I'm going to work on a driveway. Have a driveway come all the way down through here to the carport that I'll have. Then I also want to have it wrap around to the back and lead to that driveway, so we're not backing up over in the yard. But yeah, this is a shed. I'm in the process of ripping up the floor right now. I mean, it was a mess when I started working on it. The amount of rats that I found in there, or dead rats, it was disgusting. Got it 100% cleaned. Yeah. Oh, also show this. So this stuff right here, I've beaten it back a lot. There was a point like this sweet gum stuff was just everywhere, and it grew out at an angle. It was pressed up against the back of this building. That's why I think the rats and bugs were such a problem in there. This process of cleaning it out, it took me about a month or two. I was just using hand tools, but I got to beat back enough. You can see spring is beginning to start, so all this is going to grow out, so I can just maintain what I cut down, then start again in the winter. Yeah, I'll show you inside real quick. Used to be a bunch of there's a 2x4 mounted there. There's like a garbage holder for trash cans. Ripped that off, but yeah. Probably gonna replace this with a French door, but I do like the bigger door, and it's perfectly level with my truck. Like I can back my truck right up to here. Right up to here, and put the gate down, and it leads right to it. But here's the inside of the shed. some tools. I'm in the process of ripping up the floor right now. Yeah, it's not in good shape. Hopefully I have pictures. There's an engine sitting right here, and I do not know how it did not go through the floor, but we got it out of here. So this is completely empty, and it's ready for work. See, the sheetrock was not put on the best, but I'm gonna, get some big trim, just put it all the way around. Got some new insulation, some sheetrock, and there's the access hole to the attic. Just some stuff up there, not much. There was a lot of stuff, cleaned it out. There's no insulation up there, but my Home Depot cart has a ton of stuff, so I'm ready to go up there. I already know what I need. I need 5 rolls of insulation. It'd be like $300, but yeah, need new doors, new windows. It feels a lot bigger in here than it looks on the outside. I'm gonna take this out, sand it down, stain it. I also do 3D printing, so I'm gonna put my 3D printers up here and have some storage on the bottom and top, and put it along one of these walls. But yeah, you put some, I think they're called fasteners, in between the floor joists. A lot of them were broken off, so I'm going to go through there and redo all that, just make it extra secure, because I do want to put a heavy cable machine in here for working out. But yeah, other than that, it'd be nice for storage and work. Like I said, I like doing woodworking, 3D printing. So it'd be good for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the first video. There's the old farm. All of this you couldn't even see. It was just, trees were up to here. Same in there too. Like if you looked right here, you couldn't even see past this tree. So clearing that out. Hopefully we can get some of these cars out of here to make it look nicer. Got just a ton of old cars and mowers around here. We're gonna clean it up. So yeah, I do not know when I'll be posting part 2. Don't think this is gonna be like an every week thing. I think it's just when progress is made. I'll start uploading new videos whenever there's something new done.